Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Time for our tale of the tape. Roy Jones Jr., 180 centimeters tall, and he weighed in right on 159 pounds. And he'll be taking on the legend himself, Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
Roy Jones Jr. Many believe this man could be the future pound-for-pound king. 22-0 with 20 wins by knockout. Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing the newly crowned champion, holding a record of 22 wins, no losses, 20 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the young, undefeated, and newly crowned IBF middleweight champion of the world, known as Captain Hook, introducing Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. And there's the bell to start the round. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nobody home with that hook. Open air stadium, blazing sun. What do you think about this?
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about anything else.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Not a lot of defense here at all.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice exchange here from both men. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. The straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, make look so easy.
He's ready.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Off the charts action from both of these fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
These punches coming from every angle. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Good counter punching. And he scores with the counter. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive then. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. All three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. Defense is not an option for these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. It looks like he might not be as hurt as we thought. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And he scores with the counter. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to...
And there's the bell to start the round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This is a high-octane battle. for that counter punch. That left hook won't score. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Big hook doesn't land. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. He threw the hook, didn't land. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the flyweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. A much better game plan here.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose it.
Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Got out of the way of that right hook. A perfect counter shot. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. He threw a punch and just got countered. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
And they figure out the combination to this sink.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more.
Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. That was the moment. And before they get knocked down, they choose to go down on their own and take a knee.
That's really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
This round could go easy. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, it was like 2 different leagues. On top of it.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And he fails to score with that left hook. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. And down goes Jones Jr. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
What this is to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. As he weathered the storm.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely done. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That could never happen.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
Perfect counter lands. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Nice counter shot. Perfect counter shot. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
I love the response, though. Got back up.
And there's the bell to start the round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Well done with that counter shot. Right hook just missed. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
A perfect counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Just one punch away from turning his fortunes around.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
That counter shot lands. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. Every time, you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. There's a counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. We knew it was going to be close, but that's as close as it gets. No one wins, no one loses. This fight ends in a draw.
A draw? Ooh, listen to that crowd. Nobody's happy with that. Why? Because the build-up was ridiculous. The things that were said were ridiculous. But these two fighters were evenly matched. And this is why we got a draw. One thing is for certain, we're going to do it all over again.